Okay, so this is a a new take on Hardened Skills Affinity and like the Experimental Frenzy Affinity deck that's been popping around. We're kind of throwing the two together and seeing what happens. We have enough painless duels here to be able to splash for both. Well, splash for both. Um, and this deck seems really interesting. I'm curious about the mainboard spell skite, and I'm curious about the two Beaumont couriers. I guess they're just here as like additional card draw for this deck. I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I have not played this deck. This is something that Dewey worked on for a little bit, and then Carl has also worked on a little bit. So I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I've not played a game with this deck, so I have no idea what I'm doing. That sounds about right for me. So let's see what happens. Let's say it does Adventurers Impulse in its place. Well, if you're talking about specifically this list, we're not even on stirrings. Um, but if you're talking about like traditional hardened scales, maybe like Ancient Stirrings is really busted in that deck because it can find anything inside the deck excluding a second copy of itself and hardened scales. So I don't think you need like just redundant copies of just like this redundant cantrip. So I think you just want like more threats. What do you mean installing Spotify? Skillfully lost the die roll. This hand is really cool. I'm gonna keep this. I worked till 11, so this is about what time I'm gonna start be going live. Anytime I'm on late. This hand is really interesting, and I'm not saying it's good. Speaking of which, what are you doing up so late, David? That's a really good draw. Okay. How do we win this game? So we can play Darksteel Citadel into Ravager. And then if they try to kill the Ravager, we have Welding Jar. Um, Getting in with this Beaumont Courier nets us another card later. And it can also be eating Ravager can also eat it. Ravager can also put the counters on it, but I don't think that seems very good just when that's going to draw cards later in the game. So we want to live to get to this experimental frenzy. And between Ravager and Walking Ballista, we should be able to stabilize. I'm just not sure what the correct line here is. I think it's lead with Ravager. quadruple one drop. I think we just take 5, but man, does that not feel good. Because they have Boros Charm up here, so even if we block and regenerate, then we're losing our Ravager. Whereas if we block a Swift Spear, and I think if we're blocking, I think we're putting it in front of the Goblin Guide. And then we can eat the Darksteel Citadel to make it a 2/2. Pass priority. Let damage go through. Put the counters onto the Beaumont Courier. If they shoot down the Beaumont Courier, we can regenerate it. Hey, what's going on, man? What's the good word tonight? I actually don't think we're going to have time to be able to... I don't think we're going to have time to do anything with this Beaumont Courier, so I think it's actually correct to go ahead and eat it. And then we have a 3/3, and we're playing an additional 1/1. Yeah, I think this is right. And then we take 6, go to 5. We're drawing an Experimental Frenzy here. Hopefully they just draw lands the rest of the game. So I'm not sold on Beaumont Courier here, but I don't know. It's definitely an interesting addition. But, like, did we actually lose 2 cards? Okay, so I can sack the Ravager to the Ballista, put the Ravager counters on the Ballista, shoot down this other Swift Spear, and go to 1. Yeah, I think our opponent's right. This is a bad matchup. It definitely does not feel good, especially when they have, 4 1-drops and double Boros Charm. So the other Swift Spear, So the Swift Spear we're blocking is going to become a 2/3. So I think it's actually right to go ahead and shoot this Swift Spear down like we are. And then we can shoot down the other Swift Spear as well to go ahead and eliminate it off the field. And then, like, we just need to... we just have to draw a blocker and answer to the Swift Spear and hope they draw dead. Inkmoth Nexus is technically a blocker, but we're dead to 3/4 of their deck. It is a blocker we can regenerate. And hopefully that means this Swift Spear is like off the table. I'm pretty sure that means we're dead. I'm pretty sure that means we're dead.
Nah, G.
Yeah, we're super dead.
What are we doing?
What part are you confused about?
Everything.
Oh, this is not the right chat for you then. Because we're doing things. I actually don't think Spellskite's very good here.
It's not very often that I think Spellskite's very good. Not anymore, anyways.
So we're playing against Burn.
Okay.
I don't think this Thronogeth is very good. I don't think these Beaumont Couriers are very good here.
I don't really see much I want to bring in.
I'm bringing in the claims.
Yeah, it's probably like the best option. I think there's
something like this. Nah, Animation Marshal's really good at making blockers. This matchup's really bad for us.
What exactly are we doing? Are we just experimental affinity?
We're experimental Hardened scales.
Oh,
that's real cute, ain't it?
It's interesting.
So with Hardened scales and
I think if you're gonna cut the experimental frenzies, I think Beaumont Carrier's fine. Like just one of it's a 1-drop, right? Like maybe.
I think maybe one is fine.
I think it's just because I don't like anything else.
I think we want this. Dismember feels really bad.
Yeah, no, I think I'd rather just have the Beaumont Courier.
I think I
think Beaumont Courier and a Spellskite. Like Spellskite can redirect a bolt, which is fine.
That also blocks really well.
Yeah.
I think I want both these Spellskites.
Yeah, I think I like this.
Alright.
On top of that, whenever Spellskite gets aggressive due to steal, it's pretty decent.
Do you think our opponent's ready for Hardened scales?
I think our opponent isn't ready for anything we're doing.
To be fair, they do know...
Is Grove the best land for this deck?
We have Copperland Gorge.
Okay.
So this is just another painless duel. Do you think our opponent was ready for Hardened scales?
I don't think our opponent's ready for Walking Ballista for 2. No, probably just Hanger back for 2, right?
I think we want to lead on Hanger back.
Taker 1. I like Hanger back because it's multiple bodies, so we technically get 3.
Ooh!
That's gonna get killed immediately. I'd lead on Hanger back, honestly.
I mean, but if it doesn't die...
This is honestly just a check for, Are we taking that? Oh, right. That's literally only for you to hear sound.
Yeah. Potential turn 3. Do we have the turn 3? Oh, yeah, because we have this...
We had turn 3 if we had Steel Overseer.
No, if we draw a land and they don't have an answer to our Inkmoth, they're dead.
I'm not seeing it.
So, Ravager.
Ravager for 2, yeah. 2, 3. Oh, okay. Is this to our face?
No, this is to our hanger back. This is fine.
I think we're just taking that damage, yeah, like...
No, he bolted post
No,
blocks.
I'm saying, like, the combat damage, like, that's fine. Yeah, I think we're set up well enough here that I like just going in on Steel Overseer and setting up to kill next turn. What do you think about that?
We're still whiles from killing. Like, we need another mana source plus...
What's the most aggressive thing we can do? Because they're stuck on lands.
I think just Overseer. Like, this puts a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, this makes them put another burn spell at our Steel Overseer.
And if they have,
so good.
If they have something like Eidolon here, we have Nature's Claim for it.
True. Stone. I don't think our opponent knows what we're doing.
No, they definitely know we're Affinity.
Oh, Stony Sound. I thought it was a Rest in Peace. I was like...
Rest in Peace is actually not the worst against this deck either.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What's our recursion?
It shuts down Ravager and Hangerback.
We just get aggressive with the tops?
Get in for 6.
Yeah, our opponent's dead as shit next
Is it because we have a 4/4?
Or is it
because we got to activate Overseer?
It's because we have Inkwell Nexus, honestly.
We said basically the same thing.
Yeah.
We got to activate Overseer with the Ravager on the field.
Are they just dead without it? If we untap with steel, like if we untap with this board, are they just dead without it? Due to the fact we have Walking Ballista. If I'm counting that damage correctly,
they are. We can go if we draw a land.
Yeah.
Opponent, I wanted to kill you. Oh, that was like the best land to draw too. Because we get to eat it with Ravager and put 2 more counters on our stuff.
I mean, this proved that Hardened Scale Affinity was really good, but
so Stony Silence is. Like, it's good against this deck, but because we're just, like...
It was good against that hand. I don't think it's good against this deck, in my opinion.
I think that's accurate, because this hand's really good. This hand's really, really good.
You get to lead on Animation Module? Any fucking...
Yeah, Animation Module into Arcbound Worker, make a dude.
Yeah, no. Basically, all I want for this hand is, like... we have the
Hardened
Inkwell
Scales.
Nexus? I don't know, yeah, like, this hand is just good.
I want to Harden Scales.
Top deck? Play Spire by itself? Oh, wait, it's not. It's not like the other one.
What do you mean?
I said play Spire by itself because I thought it was,
Glimmer Void?
Yeah, I thought it was Glimmer Void. I was like,
No, this still taps for mana.
Right, but Glimmer Void you have to sack if there's no other artifacts.
At the end step.
Oh, is that instant?
Yeah, it's in step.
I have actually never played with that card, to be honest with you. I had it in my EDH deck for a while, and I literally would just always grab... what's the legendary land that you gain a life and you can pay for and search?
I wasn't listening to you at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
The legendary colorless land, you gain a life.
Oh, Inventor's Fair.
Yeah, I would literally just get Inventor's Fair any opportunity I got. I think that land's just insane.
Would you like to shoot my Arcbound Worker? No, that's so rude, opponent. Why would you want to
I think our opponent figured out that they weren't going to win the game by trying to kill all their dudes.
Is it because we're going to make a lot of dudes?
I don't know, but if they have a way to kill this module, they really need to. God, is it worth taking a turn off to just play Spellskite?
No, because I have a welding jar.
Oh, it just doesn't matter. That's insane.
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. So we get to do this and then make another 1/1.
That's pretty good. This welding... Whenever you see Welding Jar and Arcbound Ravager in play at the same time, it's just really scary. So still best draw would be Hardened Scales. Hardened Scales kills them next turn. We're 1 mana source short of killing them.
No, we're not.
In hand as well.
I think I just want a Welding Jar here.
So your other option is
so I can eat the worker and a token, and that'll make me 4 toughness.
But you're risking just him having another... You almost turn into a board wipe. I think Welding Jar is fine to just pop here. And if he's got another dude, then we've still gotten a spell out of him.
I agree.
Question. Does regeneration does not allow it to die. That's correct.
Correct. Yeah, Carl, we're currently this is match one of the league. We're 1-1 against Burn currently.
And with them pointing a lightning bolt at our dude, we're in a pretty good position.
And they want to bolt here again.
That is, yeah. Now we eat. Oh yeah, this is really good for us. Wow, no, this just couldn't have turned out any better for us.
I would love to use this ability.
That is splendid.
I would love to use this ability, but I'm out of mana.
This is so good. I like this.
I would love to use this ability, but unfortunately I can't. Alright, your lightning bolt can resolve.
Yep.
Regenerate it. Alright. Take your one.
Our poor opponent.
And then next time we get to play Spell Skite and just be like,
sorry,
what'd you got?
And if he wants to throw more burn at it this turn, God, we're just so
far
ahead.
If they want to throw like 2 removal spells at this, like I'm just gonna
I
have
doubt
a 5/5.
they have it. A lot of their burn is just face.
Oh, they have like Searing Blaze.
Yeah,
Searing
if
Blaze
they have
would be
Searing
really
Blaze
bad.
plus Bolt, that's so fine. So if we lead on Inkmoth and they try to double bolt it on our turn, we can actually still protect it.
So I think I'm actually going to lead with Worker.
Because now double bolt won't even kill it. Because we have enough we can eat. Yeah, I think now we just play out Spell Sky and like I don't believe they can win from this position.
I mean, I feel really far ahead.
Like, now we can ensure 1 bolt every turn is only going to do 2 damage.
And more importantly, their bolts are never going to kill our Ravager.
Yeah. Boros Charm.
We can't redirect that one. No. That's how they win. They just draw multiple Boros Charms.
I mean, 3 more and we will be in a position where we could die.
3 more and we'll be at 5.
Carter?
I can't do math. Shut up.
1.
Shut up. Get out of my life. We're not friends. We never were.
We weren't all math majors, but you were, so you're stupid.
Can we draw an Experimental Frenzy?
What are you talking about? Mox Opal was exactly what you wanted to draw here, right?
Can we kill him?
That's too greedy. I say we just go to Pound Town.
Can we kill him?
Yeah, absolutely. You have plenty of damage to do so. If that's what you're wondering.
But do we try to kill him?
No. If we try to go in on Inkmoth Nexus and they have a single removal spell, we lose.
Okay, so we have double Inkmoth.
But it's still...
No, we have a Spell Skite. Yeah, they're dead. Boop.
We just can't sack the Spell Sky? Yeah, that's fine. Activate both of them. I got a little scared there for a minute. I was like, Carter, don't throw.
You said punt this game out the window, right?
Yeah, let me open it first for you. You've been breaking a lot of these windows playing Moto recently.
Get back here, Spell Skite. You're not going anywhere.
Alright, wait, are they just dead?
Yeah, they're dead.
No, I mean to, like, just normal damage.
4 or 5. So I'm going to eat an Arcbound Worker.
Sure.
Put a counter on an Inkmoth.
Yup.
I would love to use this ability.
I was going to say, opponent, if you want to throw the removal spells now, that would really
I
save
would
a lot
love
of
to
time.
use this ability. I would love to use this ability.
Trying to remember what trigger we're on.
I really was. I'm like, all right, I don't want to just pass into combat.
That would be fucking awesome.
You can't always no to this. It's really annoying.
Eat this.
No.
Ironically, they're dead to normal damage as well if you wanted to go that route.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Explain.
8,
9,
9, 10, 11,
10, 11, 12.
13.
I mean...
So if you wanted to sack down to 1, like, you can still just kill them with normal damage, and it's less, I guess, less of a worry if you want to put it that way.
I actually think it's right to go in on Ravager. So it's actually incorrect to move the counter over here then.
I mean 8, 9, 10.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, and then this is 12.
Yeah. And if they have an answer, then you just move the counters over to Nexus and kill them with Infect.
Yeah.
I would like to say no.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this trigger.
Yeah, and this is the safest attack.
Pew pew.
Bing bong, the witch is dead.
Man, that game 1 matchup felt awful, and then we did our thing in game 2 and 3. To be fair, game 1 we drew double experimental frenzy.
I'm not gonna lie, game 2 would have been very different had you not had that Nature's Claim.
True.
Soul Sisters.
Sure, man. Resolves.
You're just like, that's fine. They didn't have a good Infect matchup anyways. What's happening?
What part are you confused by?
All of it. Alright, now Experimental Frenzy off the top.
Do you think they are ready for Copperline Gorge Arcbound Worker?
Ready for Ponza?
Don't blow my lands up. Humans?
Fish!
Humans? Ooh!
Elves?
Oh, this isn't a thing. This isn't a walking ballista. Ooh!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got.
I'm not doing that till next turn, though.
Well, of course not. Although, when they untap and go Nettle Sentinel other bitch, what's the one that lets you tap 3 L's, make 3 mana?
Heritage Druid?
Yeah, when they do that, it's going to feel really bad.
Opponent, why didn't you block?
Because they're going to untap, play Nettle Sentinel and Heritage Druid. Oh, opponent's trying to figure out how to do it.
Okay, so they're on the Black Splash.
Which is,
they don't have a second land.
Which is increasingly more deadly. I think we're going to pop both
I'm
rounds.
playing this and then shooting both of them, right?
Yes. I think that's 100% the correct play.
I lied. I'm doing that. So
it gets even better.
Fun fact, I don't know if you've ever seen this trick. I'm going to shoot my Arcbound Worker. So this would have came in with 2 counters.
I know what you were going to do.
We shoot down the worker. Counters. We shoot down the worker, which essentially just puts an additional counter on the walking ballista. And then we're stuck with a 1/1 ballista. They have no board. And this just... We even get to show them Experimental Frenzy.
It rapidly gets out of control.
This list is fucking hot. Carl says it best. They have company. Do we want Cage?
Why isn't Carl going to Indy with us? Carl, we need somebody that can actually win a game to come with us.
Because we don't have room in the hotel.
He can have my bed. He wins games. We don't.
Sir, I have won the last 3 games, thank you.
On Moto.
Hey, I won the last 3 games.
Carter, I've literally seen people walk away from their computer and win games on stream. They're like, hold on, I'm going to go to the bathroom, chat. Game loads in, and everybody's like, uh-oh. And opponent just concedes out of the whole match, and he's just, we came to...
I don't think we want this member here.
Like against elves?
If these were gut shots, I'd want them, but...
Okay, so against elves...
I'm bringing the Spellscape for Rex Sage. Just look right.
Dampening Sphere says non-creature, correct?
It says... I think it's a little too cute.
Is it too far?
I think it's a little too cute.
Are they as prone to the Heritage Druid tricks as other...
Not really.
What do you think about Grafdigger's Cage for company?
Already brought man.
Oh, good deal. That's probably all we need. Yeah, I'd say just... Is there anything we can get rid of Throne of Geth for? I don't think it's going to be very strong in this matchup. Like, is there...
Maybe 1 sphere?
Maybe animation...
I think sphere is really narrow.
I think animation module is probably just better than Throne of Geth here.
Sure.
Sounds good.
I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Those 2 together...
It's not like this matchup's happened a million times, so we don't know.
So the best card in this matchup is Walking Ballista. This hand
It's not
is...
Narrow Opener Auto Mulligan.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
That happens, man. I forgive you. We can have an active Mox Opal on turn 1? That doesn't do anything for us.
So
unless
if we draw...
Ancient... not Ancient.
Hardened Scales.
Hardened Scales.
Well, now we can play a Hangerback on turn 1.
That's pretty good.
I mean, technically, we could have cast it on turn 1 anyway, but
sure.
Now it gets to come in with counters.
I hate you. So you got a couple of tier 1 subs going on there.
This is all a couple weeks back.
Yeah, no, that Grixis 1995 guy seems like a good chap.
Probably not. He's probably a dick.
He probably gets banned out of chat literally every time he's in it.
Kyle, you need to go sit in chat for a minute.
No, Carl's there and he'll ban me.
He won't ban you. He'll
time me out for like 10 minutes.
You probably deserve it.
What
does it matter? You're sitting in my room.
Because I'll be tilted just for the simple fact that I got banned.
Timed out.
Same thing. Walking Ballista off the top, probably pretty good. Or Spellskite. Spellskite would be nice.
Yeah.
Just to protect our cage.
Or to have a welding jar.
Oh, sure. Welding jar's not bad neither.
Sure. They already have copious amounts of mana. This is...
Huh? Opponent, hold up.
No, this is fine. They're probably going to name Jar or Walker. They could also name Mox Opal. That one can name Mox Opal.
I think naming Jar would be their most effective route.
As they do. Okay.
So that means they have a Coco or a Cord, and they're just waiting to use it. I don't know if opponent giving us extra mana is what they wanted to do. Experimental Frenzy. Damn. Alright, we're looking kind of dead now. See what happens.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Attack with this dude. Move the trigger over and keep pumping hanger back until...
I was going to put it on this.
I mean, that's fair. While we have time.
Yeah, green-black doesn't play Cord, it just plays Company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so they clearly have a Company as their last card.
Would you like to block opponent? Would you like to block with your Phyrexian Revoker? Damn. Huh?
They saw the line.
Nothing bad would have happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What's up with this frame dude has?
Bolus.
Oh, does it just have the M19 thing around it?
I guess. I don't know, man.
That's cool.
No. That's a magic card. They can still cast Company?
Yeah. You want to get aggressive? Damn.
By that you mean put a counter on my Walker? Yeah. I'm assuming you're talking to me.
I figured they would.
Ooh!
It's not even half as good now. Oh, wait, no, we
this.
Is that what we want to kill, or do we want to
You can also shoot down this. This is the Lord.
Oh, they have 2 Lords. Damn, that's right.
So we can actually shoot this down and the Revoker.
It's possible we want to wait.
We can also just shoot this down and then have mana up next turn to be able to put another counter on it and shoot down the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that might be the right line. Done. With any luck, we'll draw Steel Overseer, and we can quickly take this game.
Yeah, Steel Overseer plus Ballista in this matchup is really good. So I want to wait for them to cast their Company.
Yeah, and see what they get. Although, we get a chance to... Okay. Go.
So the reason I waited for them to cast their Company is if I would have started shooting this down, they can then cast Company in response and find another Lord.
True. Okay. So let's hope for no Rex Age.
Oh, that's fine. Those are all super medium.
Mm-hmm. But we do need to kill the other Lord rather quickly.
Yeah, we got it next turn.
Okay. They have 0 cards in hand, so this is what their board looks like unless they draw Coco. 5 minutes.
You mean why do you talk? Why do you actually talk?
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, so they can do 3, 4, 5. So they have 1 activation of Azuri, which is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
so we
22,
have to block with ballista.
23. So we can block one, shoot down the revoker.
That's fine. Is Azuri's overrun only for
4, 25. I'm pretty sure we're dead here. Yeah. Yes.
5, 10,
5,
16.
10, 15, 26, 27.
So, ironically, we're dead no matter what we do.
Right. So we can block here.
And
Shoot down the revoker. This is still 20. Yeah. GG's.
yep.
I got aggressive when I didn't need to.
Fair enough. It happens. We got game 1, they got game 2. I like Dismember now. I think over Experimental Frenzy easily. Nature's Clone.
I think we were in that game till they drew the second company.
Was that game 1?
That was game 2.
Oh, okay. I was like, did they really just play Fraction Revoker, man? God damn. That's fucking greedy. I don't see Fraction Revoker used very often in Modern, but that it seemed alright.
So we have double Ballista and an Overseer. I think this hand's really, really good.
I agree. I don't see a reason to mulligan.
Because we can't cast anything till next turn?
I think that's fine. We want to cast a Ballista first if we can. Actually, Steel Overseer might just be the lead, honestly. Elf, that's fine. Yeah,
I think I'm putting this out.
Alright, and if this thing lives,
Yeah,
I mean,
if our Ballista lives, we can just take over the game. If Overseer lives, we can. Yeah, that's fine. Look at the top 5. Take any number of creatures. Okay, that's going to be a little too slow, opponent.
I agree.
Move to cleanup.
They're going to have a Heritage Druid and an Elvish Mystic. Those are the actual cards we're worried about. That is.
Unfortunately,
so
we aren't able to do everything we want.
Damn. Yeah, no, that's unfortunate, man.
So hope here is that they don't have.
Another land.
Yeah.
That's fine, because with the trigger on the stack, we'll just kill the Rex Sage and set back up to take over the game with another Walking Ballista.
No, they're gonna kill our Overseer.
Yeah, but we have Hardened Scales now.
Yeah,
so I'm on a 2-turn plan versus the next turn plan.
I'm assuming this is Rex Sage, kill our Overseer.
I mean, if they want to target the Walking Ballista, that's fine. Okay.
I would really like to draw land.
Yeah. That is perfect. Okay.
I feel like this game's over.
I feel a lot safer these days. Okay. I don't think we need to kill the Rex Age.
It's in my way.
There's a Heritage Druid that we might want to kill.
I have 3 power here. And if we draw another land, we just put 2 counters on this.
Okay. I want to keep these ballistas around as long as possible.
That's the plan. Ballista plus Hardened Scales. Who knew? It's really good against X1s.
Yeah. Like, I think the only thing that I'm actually willing to pop both of these counters for is an Azuri.
Which, again, if we just draw a land, it doesn't matter.
Clan Caller, yup.
And then, yep.
Yup.
Do you have land? You have tap land.
Alright.
So land lets us go crazy?
Yeah.
Woo! Bop. Bop goes the weasel.
Maybe we should have attacked with the 3/3 first.
Why?
Just in case they didn't block. Okay, Coco. Don't think that's gonna matter unless you hit double Lord. That's fine.
No, it shuts off our Walking Ballista.
Fuck. Can you shoot it in...
Nope, because this is as it enters. So we can just make it big.
That's about the cruelest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I think Big Ballista's still pretty decent. Or do we want to start making tokens? The tokens plan might be stronger.
I think I just want to make it 3/3 here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack.
Sure.
And if they block, that's fine, because I have another ballista. Okay, since they didn't block, I'm just going to play this hanger back.
Make him hooch.
Here's my 3/3. Nope.
Alright. What do we have to draw us out of that?
This Revoker?
Yeah.
Walking Ballista.
Okay.
Man, they're really good drawing that card.
I mean, it's what their deck does, right?
I guess, but they don't have another one, do they?
Either that or they're trying to decide between another...
I mean, Shaman's fine.
Shoot us for 4, whatever.
3.
Oh, right, it doesn't count it, so... Or no, that's just... Yeah. Okay,
So they have
what's
3
that
mana.
do? They have 3 cards in hand. Yep.
Sure.
What do you find? Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that one could hurt.
I'll block.
We don't have Ancient Stirrings in, do we?
Nope.
Yeah, so I think now the idea is to turn the board into something they can't attack through. So, a couple of X2s making tokens with animation modules probably going to be the answer, right?
I think you're right.
So now we're just waiting on Ravager.
So I'm actually just gonna pass here because I can put a counter on. I can put 2 counters on my Hangerback Walker and make another dude.
Yeah, I don't really see a way they can win if we draw Arcbound Ravager, let me tell you.
Yeah, Ravager means they're dead.
And now Rexage just isn't very good for them.
Rexage hasn't been good for a while.
Dwynen's elite. It's annoying.
Sure, these are all mana neutral with the Archdruid out.
They tapped their
they spent their Black Source already. I don't think that really matters yet.
Trample does.
I don't really care.
Yeah, well, considering they have a bolt for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're dead next turn to them.
I mean, obviously. So we need to draw a Ravager exactly this turn?
Yeah. And unfortunately, we have a lot of dead draws between now and then.
Worker means we get to gum up the board a little more. So we can go Worker, make a token, Hanger back, make a token, level up.
Math's for the opponent, or for the attacker.
The phrase is math is for blockers.
Question. Phyrexian Revoker names a creature with 2 activated abilities. Both are shut off?
Uh-huh.
Okay, making sure.
Yep.
I was going to say, can we just pump these things?
Unfortunately not.
Living on the Drawstead, baby. Living on the Drawstead.
So they get to fireball
Have we checked to
us.
see if Phyrexian Revoker is bugged?
Yes. Otherwise he would be highlighted.
Damn.
So they get to overrun twice here.
Okay, we are dead to double overrun, let me tell you. Hold on.
I haven't done the math, but...
Alright, so this
that drains us for 1 billion.
That drops us to 7, my apologies.
You didn't count itself.
Where the hell's that mana
This thing tapped for 9 mana.
Two more times, opponent, we'll be dead. Alright, one more time, opponent. Opponent, you're missing valuable mana.
You're missing trample damage. Alright, can we
live? Be dead.
Can we live through this?
I don't think
18, 26, 34, 43, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 43 minus 18. Is it less than 7?
25.
Okay. Is that greater than 20? Is that greater than 7?
Let me grab my calculator.
Oh, well, you do that.
We didn't even do the math.
So, I think that matchup's fine if we have Ballista. They just, for whatever reason, had this Revoker.
I wanted to say bring in Nature's Claim, and I was like, it's not going to matter.
They're not going to have it again. You know the hand that you drew triple Ballista? They won't have it.
Let's get another fun matchup. Holy shit, this is nuts.
This hand is just delicious, right?
Yeah, 1 mana source away from a turn 3 kill.
No, we're not. We're a lot from a turn 3 kill.
It scales into... Oh, no, never mind. My apologies. It's double scales for the turn 3, isn't it?
I don't know, man. I'm not the one who plays this deck regularly. Dewey, how do I kill my opponent on turn 2? We did bring in Dismember for game 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I told you I liked it over Experimental Frenzy.
Yep. Storm?
This deck's got to have a decent Storm matchup. Like, they either kill us or we kill them.
Game 1's a little rough. Hence
I bet game 2
the 4 damping series on the board.
I bet game 2 gets pretty good.
Storm confirmed? Or Phoenix?
I mean, there is still the chance it's Phoenix. I do want to point that out. It really looks like Phoenix.
So they could go Faithless Looting, put a bird into play.
Either that or they're a terrible Storm player.
They're a terrible Storm player. This could also be like Charter Course. Oh, 3rd Manamorphose. Okay.
Thank God that card's fair and balanced for Magic.
Anyone need a set of foils? I know a guy.
Me too.
Is it me?
No.
This is
Jeskai Phoenix?
This is Jeskai Ascendancy. I mean, not Jeskai Ascendancy, Ascension. Jeskai Ascension.
But they're out of mana? What happened? Do they have a Yogwill?
I'm gonna play...
Wait, what is it in Modern? It's,
Past in Flames?
Yeah.
No, they don't play Past in Flames.
What? They burned so many resources. Does this deck really not care?
Us or them?
Them. Do they not care about burning all those cards?
No, not really.
Wow, that's a lot of really good resources. I can't believe that.
Oh, what photo did you send me?
Oh, it's a video on... It's a video on Instagram, and it's talking about how today's women are having less and less babies. So, like, we're not making enough children to replace the number of people that are dying in the U.S.
All right, Dewey, you have a good night, man. Rest of the league's going to be up on YouTube here after a while, so have a good night, bud.
And I commented, finally some good news. Did that lightning bolt our hanger back?
They did.
That's incredibly rude. I don't think that's the play. They burned a lightning bolt in their combo deck, you say?
Uh-huh.
I think Steel
I'm going to play this one because it lives through a lightning bolt.
Okay.
And if it doesn't... No.
So we get... Wait, do they play counter magic too?
Shouldn't. Carl, even with the Hollowed Fountain, it still looks like Phoenix? Because I definitely think this says no Phoenix. No.
If they're Phoenix, they burned a shitload of spells. And I think we're in the driver's seat.
To be fair, these all replace themselves minus this bolt.
Right, but Manamorphose is like... Normally any deck it's in, it's like a key component, isn't it?
Here's just filler. It's a free spell. It's literally all Manamorphose is in this deck. Huh.
I wonder
2 stony and 2 path in his board. Okay.
I wonder if why isn't Manamorphose played in Legacy, I wonder? Is it because Mana's just so
Fun
good
fact,
there, it doesn't matter?
this is a horror.
Fucking got him.
Are they dead?
Yeah, this is definitely Phoenix, dude.
They're dead, right?
I think so. 2, 4, 6. 9. I think you're at 9.
6, 7, 8. I think I can do 8 this turn.
Carter, you know you're walking into a lightning bolt. Oh, never mind.
No, I'm not.
I am dumb.
Agreed.
Attack with all?
Including the spell skite.
Yeah, send a message.
It's.
I thought you were conceding. I was like, it wasn't that dumb.
So you give her being stupid.
Congrats, chat. Kyle lost us the game.
This is what happens when he's stupid, chat. Are we gut-shotting my spell skite?
Do it.
Bitch, if you don't.
No, dog. He's gonna chain spells together and flip his freaking thing in the ice right now.
And I'll move it all in on this spell skite and look at him.
He'll be like, I have a 7/9. You'll be like, I got a something. It's hooch.
I got a something.
So we can't sack the spell skite here? What? Oh, okay.
He wasn't dead. Whereas next time we can play this thing and kill him.
Just trying to get him to point a spell somewhere?
Yep. And like if
made
he wants to
math. Oh, Carter, the opponent made me do math. I was so scared.
I'm just saying, it's really cold in here. Flame slash your... That is so incredibly rude.
What'd he do?
Flame slash your spell skite.
Alright, let's sack it.
But then he can just flip his thing. Is it right to move in on the spell skite here?
2, 4, 6. You can move an official 6 counters.
A 7.
7, yeah, 7, because you get to double 1.
So this would be a 7/11, which is bigger than the thing in the ice?
Which is a 7/8. But you get really punished if he has second flames. That's sorcery, so...
It is.
Yeah, and if he has double bolt to kill it in response, like, you were going to lose this game anyways.
I think it's right to go in on the spell skite.
I agree. As unfortunate as it is. The opponents realize, oh god, he's gonna do it. This is the most aggressive spell skite.
I misclicked. I meant to eat my spell skite.
I thought you were gonna say I misclicked and I didn't move the counters anywhere. I was gonna be like, how do you even do that?
How do you fuck up that bad?
Was that your first F word for the stream?
Yes, so you don't get any.
PG-13 it is. I think our opponent has just come to the realization that this just has to be fine.
I almost clicked on the spell skite. I almost fucked up.
That's fantastic. Vapor snag.
And then my Ravager gets a counter.
7-11 opponent. Your move.
We're open 24/7.
2 more flame slashes. Opponent didn't come to play your bullshit. I like flame slash in that deck though. That's nice. Pretty cute, but nice.
You're cute.
I'm decent.
Agreed. I was just trying to be nice to you for once.
I'm uncomfortable with that.
Me being nice?
I think our opponent doesn't know that this is a horror. Because it looks like he's going for the flip either way.
We could just throw some birds in the yard.
Could be looking for burn.
Please flip your thing in the ice.
Please tell me he doesn't know. Oh, yeah, burbs.
They play one of those and one mutagenic. Huh.
Mutagenic actually still doesn't kill our spell guide, so that's fine.
Yes, it does if I block.
This turn.
They have a burb.
Yeah, we're probably dead to that. Yeah, what about it?
This is a construct.
Okay.
Oh, did you expect a further explanation?
Yeah, I was like, all right, you have a 3-turn plan to get this Nexus through, where our Steel Overseer needs to survive
against the deck with Lightning Bolt.
I mean, with that being your plan, I suppose. Gut shot.
Gut shot you. I want to redirect the spell skite. So they're gonna flip a burb.
I thought they were gonna try and attack with bolt. Yeah.
Resolves.
Yeah. Okay. I'm listening.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Attack with both, opponent.
I'm not blocking. It'll kill me.
No, but we get to. The sudden realization. Holy shit, that's a horror.
Holy shit, that's a whore.
So, I like Dismember in this matchup, too. Does Grafters? Yeah, it does. That's literally actually what the card's supposed to do. God, all these cards?
You're right.
You don't... I mean...
Okay, so, with testing with Abzan, Damping Sphere is actually really good against them. I don't think 4 is correct. I think if we're bringing this card in, I want like 2 at most. It really just comes down to like, this is the last card I'm bringing in against them. So it really just depends on what all I want. I think these Beaumont Couriers are just... I don't actually think you want this card in the deck. The more I play with this card, the more I'm just like, please, can we cut this card? I think Thronegath is pretty medium.
Do we have time for animation module tricks?
I think
Overseer.
I think Overseer is actually worth cutting a few of.
Because 90% of the time is going to die?
Yep.
Is Experimental Frenzy just too much?
I think leaving 2 in is fine.
I like 1. Like, if it's going to work, we only need 1, right? Like, that's kind of where I'm at with that.
I think this looks fine. Like, I don't want to clunk up on Dismembers because it's good against exactly Thing in the Ice before it flips. And, like, killing a bird is
real bad.
Real medium. They could have Stony out of their board, so maybe just hedging and bringing in like 2.
Yeah, I like this a lot better. They also should have a considerable...
I think I want 1 Frenzy. This also is good against like Pyromancer Ascension that I think Ely Cassis was playing out of his board. This hand's fine.
This hand works. It's going to kill him the traditional Affinity way, though.
With this Copperwand Gorge on turn 1. Actually, I'm going to lead on Darksteel Citadel.
I don't think that's what traditional Affinity did. Like, as far back as we go, I think the closest they came to playing a green land was, what is that, Constituted Forest? Is that the artifact green land?
No, you're thinking Tree of Tales.
Tree of Tales, there you go. I don't even know what Constituted Forest is. I don't
think that's a card.
I think it's a...
There's Carplusion Forest.
Carplusion Forest, that'd be the one.
I don't know if I'm actually saying that right, but it's the green-red pain land.
Carplusion.
So I'm actually not going to lead on Darksteel Citadel because if they have Stony Silence on 2, I don't want to get Stone Rained. I'm just throwing this out here.
Yeah,
Arcbound Ravager was not very good there. Not the draw I wanted. My body is ready for Stony Silence.
Don't say it.
Got him.
Okay. Let's draw Graph
Nature's
Digger's
Claim.
Cage.
Nature's Claim.
Graph Digger's Cage.
Either.
Basic land.
That's actually a really good draw.
That's fine. We're gonna begin our beatdowns opponent.
I'm playing a grizzly bear next turn.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Yeah, the moment they fetched for the thing for Hollow Fountain on 1, I knew they had Stony.
Yeah, that actually gives a little bit of reason for most people. Like, if you're playing a piece of hate on turn 2,
I have a grizzly bear. Go.
Fetch the color on turn 2 because people will play around it.
I mean, he already had. I mean, we couldn't play around it. 2, he most likely, or our opponent already had the mountain, so being able to just grab their white source there is fine. I don't think it costs our opponent anything to be able to fetch their white source.
Looks like we're probably going to be taking some heavy beats here this turn.
You said beat.
Now add a sick beat. Now drop the bass.
Does it hurt being that stupid?
No, I'm pretty used to it by now.
Okay.
It's my average mode of transportation.
Stupidity?
Yeah. Traveling at 30 knots under the sea.
I don't...
As a mode of transportation, I give it a solid 7 out of 3. You called me stupid, man. This is just what happens.
This is a door. Please leave.
How does one drive a door?
With the handle. Ready for our opponent to flip a thing in the ice and us concede.
I'm ready for our opponent to be able to hit the fucking buttons quicker.
Hey, I already used 2 F-bombs. We're getting into rated R territory now.
So at what point can I bring my penis out?
I'm going home.
Carter, they have another spell.
I'm
You're just making them do it? Okay.
I'm waiting. Haha, you're in trouble.
Nah, it's just time to cook.
We basically said the same thing.
What? No.
Stupid. Out. Also, Kyle, take your cat.
Shut up. Good luck with your losing game.
Sure, man. Alright, I'll concede there. Oh, I get to put my headphones back on and listen to my jams. Listen to my jams. I think we... Sure. I don't think this hand does enough. It's really weak to Stony. Whereas this hand's really medium as well. So I actually play specifically only viewer requested decks. Subbing to my channel gives you 1 deck a month, with my approval to be played on stream. And I play anything from standard to vintage and everything in between. I think I need this ink moth. So this list was actually a submission to me as well. And then later tonight, after this league, we're going to switch over to Arena and play Blue Black Surveil, which is also a user submitted deck. So we're playing out the Spell Skype first because I want to be able to protect my my hanger back. Plus, if we draw like a Darksteel Citadel next turn, we can play this for 2. Do it. Do it. Opponent missed on second land. That's really good for us. Okay, Welding Jar there is a really good draw as well. But I don't think that changes my opinion on... I think I still just want to play this for 1. And just pass here. And if they want to shoot my Hangerback Walker, I can redirect to Spellskite off the Mox Opal. Sure. What did they do off of their... They split their cards off of their Serum Visions. So we already have our green source, so just drawing a Nature's Claim here is fine. And if not, I'm just gonna get in with this this Ink Moth, hopefully. So, Stony Silence is the reason to leave in Animation Module just because it lets you go wide around it. And I think seeing it game 2 means we should have brought it in for game 3. Brought back in our modules. Do we have a gut shot for it? Yep. So we need to draw Nature's Claim. If we draw Nature's Claim, I think we can get back in this game with Ravager. I think between Ravager and Spellskite, we can get back into this game if we draw exactly Nature's Claim. Otherwise, I think we're just going to be a little too far behind. We're going to go ahead and eat the opal here, play out the second opal, which lets us then activate Hangerback Walker if we need to. Double Phoenix is not a good sign for us. So, land there lets them play 2 more cantrips if they have them. They could also Manamorphose into a cantrip. Them not grabbing a white source there tells me they don't have another copy of... So we can get Hanger back to 2. Eat it with Ravager, puts it at 3. And then the 2 tokens is 5. And then we sack Ravager, put it on Spellskite. We then have a 5/9, which can block Thing in the Ice. Unfortunately, not profitably. So 5, 6, 7, 8. If we go all in on Spellskite, we can make it an 8/12. Which then just like, we just lose to... That's not what I want to do. I think I need to go all in on Spellskite here. Because that will let us block Spellskite profitably. I mean, block the flip Thing in the Ices properly. Yes, I want to sack this to itself. So they have 2 birds. We have an 8/12. Yep, 2 birds. This attack actually is really bad. Because it means that if they have another spell, we're just dead. They can take this 7. That's really good for us. So we're dead to Gut Shot and Lightning Bolt. Can't beat them, so just gonna auto pass here. If they draw Lightning Bolt or Gut Shot, we're dead. So they have a Faithless Looting they can cast here, which lets them have 2 more looks at it. And we haven't seen a Lightning Bolt out of them yet. We've already seen 2 Gut Shots. So they're more likely to find a Lightning Bolt than they are the 3rd Gut Shot. Statistically speaking. Granted, that doesn't actually mean anything sometimes. Alright, I'll concede to that. I don't think it's incorrect to go all in on Spellskite there. This hand's really good. Hopefully we can draw like a Moxen. And then... to be fair, KCI is stupid. I also think that Phoenix is very, very good, and I'm very excited to see the continuation of adaptations of the deck, because I don't think this is the most definitive version of the deck yet. I think there's still more work for the deck to be done, more work for the deck to have done on it. Are we playing a fair deck? Nope. I'm trading 1 for 1 here. Always bolt the bird. So how is that a bad matchup for KCI? So is this Abzan? It's the only deck I can think that plays Noble Hierarch and Thoughtseize. And then this turn we get to go Walking Ballista, make a 1/1. So Experimental Frenzy is live if we draw it. I don't think using the welding jar to save the Walking Ballista is worth it there. I think I want to keep the welding jar on for like Ink Moth, or if we can get it like a Steel Overseer. Yep. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Okay. So KCI is keeping the Phoenix decks down, but Bant has a good KCI matchup. So how does Bant interact with Phoenix? Or does it? Are you passing my Overseer? That's incredibly rude. So this welding jar is going to be saved for our Ink Moth then, it looks like. Animation module can also start putting extra infect counters on our opponent. Phoenix beats up on Bant, which beats up on KCI, which beats up on Phoenix. Huh. And then there's Tron and Burn and Blue White and Jeskai. There's just a lot going on in this format. No, I understand that it's rock paper scissors. Doesn't mean I like it though. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. I think having a rock paper scissors format is fine, but I don't think in Modern that's really is going to how it actually works out, where deck A always is going to beat deck B when there's. I think that one's worth keeping around. That one's also kind of a decent draw. So the thing about the whole rock, paper, scissors thing is because there's 30 viable decks in Modern, you can't always just have a rock, paper, scissors matchup. So, whereas there are times where that is correct, I don't think that's always the correct approach to this format. So this is a matchup where Experimental Frenzy should be really good. It's also a matchup where Lingering Souls is really good. So I'm probably going to block the Scavenging Ooze this turn and then sack it to the throne. Sure. So 5, 6, 7. So we're dead in 2. Unfortunately, that doesn't do anything for us. I want Spellskite. I want Dismembers. I think that's about it. I'm really interested in this deck. I think this deck does some very interesting things. Alright, let's turn off the Christmas music. I think I just want to slow my opponent down. I think I just want to slow my opponent down a little bit here. Mox Opal. So, next turn, if we draw land, we can go Experimental Frenzy. Actually, I think if we draw land next turn, we're going Ravager into Overseer. Battle Cattle? Yeah. Moo Cow. Hardened Scales next turn, please. Hardened Scales, please. Because I have 2 protection spells here for my Overseer. So it hopefully is going to live. Unfortunately, this Rhino's getting in for 5, and that's a real quick clock. Sure, you have a 3/4. Unfortunately, we're going to show them that we only have 1 basic here. So we got to keep our Overseer around for a turn. Got him. Okay, so we can... This thing has trample. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this here, put this here. And then before, I'm going to sack this Arcbound Worker, put the counters on here. I'm going to take 4. Cool. So we go hanger back here, animate our Ink Moth, put a counter on everything. That's then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. is Tarmogoyf and... Nah. I was trying to think if I wanted to bring in Crypt, but I think it's just a little too narrow. Like, it's just down Tarmogoyf, Scavenging Ooze, back half of Souls. But if they do Souls on their turn with 5 mana, we never get a chance to disrupt it. So, I don't think it's worth it here. This hand's really close, but I don't think we can keep that. I guess. And then we're going to get Thought Seized on one. They're going to take our Ballista, and we're going to cry. Close 7 into Unkeepable 6 into very medium 5. So, unfortunately, we're just getting ripped apart here. And it's going to make this match really hard. And I don't know if we're going to be able to win this one. Well, Arcbound Ravager is definitely a step in the right direction. So, I think our out here is just to try to combo kill them as quickly as possible. Bye, Ravager. So if they path my dude here, I'm okay with that. Because I actually want to get more lands out of my deck. So Tarmogoyf is really big. Tarmogoyf is really, really big. Can you Path and or Assassin's Trophy me, please? One or the other, not both. Vault of the Archangel and... Vault of the Archangel and Treetop Village in their deck. That seems like a lot. Battle Cattle. So we can make this Ballista big enough to block either of their creatures. I don't think that gets us back into this game, though. They're quickly doing Ravager math. I think we just have to take 8 here. Unfortunately, we mulled to 5 and they thought thesis. Yeah, we'll play one more. We'll play one more. And then we'll switch over to Arena for the night. Have a quick league on Arena and call it a night. So, thank y'all for coming by tonight. I greatly appreciate it. For those who don't know me, my name is Carter Noble. I'm a Twitch affiliate here. I'm going to start streaming hopefully a little more regularly. You can always find I'm going to start posting my weekly schedule of my tentative streaming schedule on my Twitter account. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at CarterNoble25. That'll give you the most up to date list of when I'm going to go live and at what times and with what. I know the rest of this week, I'm going to be. Let's see, I'm going to be on hopefully tomorrow night. I think I'm playing Diablo tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. This hand's fine. So we get to go welding jar animation module on 1. And then probably Steel Overseer into Arcbound Ravager. Storm or Phoenix? And we have protection for our Overseer. Okay, Op tells me this is Storm. Which in my testing, this matchup's okay. Not the best, not the worst. We have a bunch of sideboard cards for this matchup as well. Oh, it is Phoenix. Okay. I don't think I want to make a 1/1 here. I don't think I do. And we're going to try to just play Protect the Queen with these. Okay. I don't think I had seen a list playing Opt yet, so I wasn't sure. Okay. Are they just going to tell me to pick my board up here? Because that'd be really bad for me. Unfortunately, that's what it looks like. Faithless Looting? I think we're dead here. I think we can reasonably pick them up. No. I think on the back of Ink Moth and Steel Overseer, we can try to race them. That was a really good draw. So we're going to throw a 1/1 in front of this and sack it to Ravager. And then I think we can just combo kill our opponent next turn. Now can we combo kill... 2, this is 4. Float a mana 6, make a token 8, and then that would be 10 there. Or 11. So either of these ink moths is lethal. So because of specifically Hardened Scales, we're going to be able to combo kill our opponent next turn. Hopefully. Pending no lightning bolts or anything. So they're dead. So 4, 6, 8. Yep. So they block here. We get blown out by exactly gut shot. But I don't think we're beating a gut shot anyway. Cool. Cool. So they did not show us a white splash, so I'm not going to bring in Nature's Claim yet. I think this is fine. I'm going to keep this on the draw. Like, it's much too slow. Okay. So if we go to a game 3, I'll cut the frenzies. So no Duder here is great. And then I'm just going to slam this Damping Sphere. And then hopefully that'll slow them a lot. Slow them down a lot. Sure. Land would be great. We did not draw land. So I think that means I'm just going to lead on an Overseer. Sure. So if I had led on Ravager, we could eat this sphere, but hopefully that means we could untap with our... Oh. It's really rude. Incredibly rude opponent. So we have... Okay. This is fine. Eventually, they're going to run out of removal spells. True. Like, triple Overseer into a Ravager just is like, it's a lot. Double Arclight Phoenix. Sure. I'm pretty sure we're dead here. If they have double burb. Unfortunately, this hand just doesn't do anything. This hand, on the other hand, is fairly decent. I don't think I want a worker. So I'm leading on Hangerback Walker here because they showed us Ceremonious Rejection last game. Yeah, they did. And I want my Ravager to be the last thing that resolves. So we might be able to kill him next turn. Depending on how far they go down on this this thing in the ice, I might go for it. If they get the thing to 1, I'm probably not going to go for it. And it looks like they're going to. I think I need this Hangerback Walker. Okay, so we're getting attacked for 10. But I don't feel out of this game. God, I'm bad. Why? Why am I bad? I don't think we were going to win that game regardless. So, so if I hadn't attacked the welding jar, we would have 2 dudes plus a welding jar here. We then untap and draw something. We can play if we draw exactly a mana source, we can go Ravager, activate Inkmoth. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So no, because we had to be able to block. So it would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we would have had lethal if we had drawn a mana source. It was a turn 4 kill. That's a modern legal kill. I didn't think about tapping my dude for the regen, which set them up for lethal. Unfortunately. So closing thoughts on this deck. I think the Beaumont Couriers are a little too cute for what we're trying to be doing. We never got to cast Experimental Frenzy, but 4 mana seems like a lot. And I mean, there was a couple times where we were going to be able to, and it might have been able to do something, but overall, I just don't think this deck is something that needs Experimental Frenzy. I legitimately think this is just fine as Hardened Scales. So, I would be interested in seeing Rhythm of the Wild instead of Experimental Frenzy, because that lets you play your X drops as 0 with Hardened Scales. Then they enter as a 2/2. 0 mana 2/2s are really good from what I've heard. So I'm not saying I think this card is going to be better as Rhythm of the Wild instead, if you want to have this red splash. And then I think these Beaumont Couriers, the mainboard Spells Guide actually came up a couple different times, and it was actually really good. I just don't know what I want these Beaumont Couriers to be. Yeah, I mean, it very well could, but I think testing it is cool. I think it's a new addition and worth keeping in the idea of what is good. I'm not saying it is, but I think it's worth seeing. 3 is way less than 4 in Modern, so being able to accelerate it out is probably just fine. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I think there is a group of people who are going to test it and tell me if it's good or not.